Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be discussing a question that was brought to me by one of my followers. His name is George Creation. He also does some art pieces. Yeah, so he asked me, could you give me some advice about pricing paintings and prints before I start selling? For an example, my Joker and Harley paintings, I'll just put them here. What would you take into consideration when coming up with the price? And that's a good question, Jordan, because at the start I struggled with my pricing. I didn't know where to put it at. I didn't know if I was underselling, I didn't know if I was overselling. But with 4 to 5 years in experience of selling paintings, I've now got my method of pricing and how I do it. So yeah, when I first started painting and trying to work out pricing, I was looking on YouTube, seeing what other people were saying, and a lot of the artists on YouTube were saying that it's a good way to sell by square inch. But I don't agree with that at all, because you can have a really large painting that takes quite fast to do it, and then you could have a really small painting with much more detail that could take way more hours. So that method just doesn't really work for me. So for example, I did this piece here. It's a creation of Adam, just the hands. Obviously a stoner piece, and that piece is 1.2 meters by 1 meter. I'm not sure the comparisons in inches, I'm sorry Americans, but yeah, that one took me like 3 to 4 hours to do. And then there's, say, this creation of Adam, much smaller canvas. I think it's a 50 centimeter by 70 centimeters, but obviously there's so much more detail in it. So yeah, I'd sell the smaller one for way more than the larger one. So that paying by square inch method just doesn't work for me. Yeah, I just don't find it useful at all. So I'd scrap that idea out. So the way I sell my pieces is by pretty much what I'm comfortable with letting it go for. So say this is one of my favorite pieces, the beheading of Judith. Yeah, I would not let that go for anything under like $1,800. I'd rather keep it for myself. Yeah, I just wouldn't feel comfortable with letting it go for anything under that. And then I have my little animes that I do. Like they can take me to 2 to 3 hours each. So I'm comfortable with letting them go for like $100, $150 if there's more detail added into it. Yeah, so pretty much it's what you're comfortable with letting it go for. You know the work you've put into it, you know the hours. You got to try not to get too attached to the paintings. So when it does come time that someone meets the price that you set it for, you got to be ready to let it go. Yeah, I used to always really struggle with letting go pieces, but then I just thought, what the fuck am I doing? It's my job to sell paintings. So yeah, you can't get too attached to them. But in saying that, you know the work that you've put into it, you know all the amount of hours. So there's been a time where, actually recently, where I did the Mona Lisa, just right over here, and I valued it much more higher than what I let it go for. And that was because if you need the money, then you've got to fucking sell it like for less than what it's worth in your opinion. There's nothing you can do. Like, you know, the mortgage comes up, you need to pay bills and shit. You just got to get rid of it for a lower price. And the person that I sold it to was negotiating with me. Credit to her, credit where credit's due. She got me to go way under what I wanted to sell it for. But like the mortgage was coming up. It was during the Christmas season, so like I wasn't painting that much or like focusing on selling. So I fucking need the money. So I let that Mona Lisa go for 400. I think on my website I listed it as 600. But yeah, that's a nice discount for her. She hustled to get it down, and it was a decent price, so I had to let it go. And yeah, at least now I've got the photo of it, and you know, I can always put in a profile. I don't need the physical canvas sitting in my house. I've got 200 to 300 paintings sitting around in my house collecting cobwebs, so I don't need it to look so I can just fucking stare at it all day. This painting here is the only painting that's in my room that I've done, and it's only in my room for the background of these videos. Yeah, for like 3 years I did not have one of my own paintings in my own room. Yeah, so you don't need to keep the painting. Just fucking get rid of it as soon as you can. You know, it's a good feeling when you get rid of it, because it means you're actually selling. And yeah, it's like amazing feeling that you can turn a blank canvas into money, something profitable. But yeah, I do a lot of bigger paintings that, like I said, I don't feel comfortable selling at a low price. I'll just put some here. Yeah, these are all the paintings that, you know, I'm happy to keep for myself until someone puts up the money for it. If no one puts up the money for it, then oh well, at least I get to keep some of my best stuff. But then in the meantime, I do a lot of easy, quick works like animes and you know, cartoons. So this month I've been focusing on building up a lot of stock for my cartoons, just so I have them in my shop. I can sell them quickly because I sell them for more cheap. And once I have all that stock, then I can paint the bigger paintings that take like a week or two, and hopefully, you know, fall back on sales from the cartoons and animes. So I suggest you do that. Yeah, I can pump like 2 to 3 cartoon paintings out a day. Say I sell them for $100 each, that's $300 a day. But the thing is, you're not gonna sell 3 a day. In fact, sometimes you might sell 1 a week. Sometimes sales just dry up completely and like you can't even fucking pay someone to take a painting. In saying that, because I sell them for $100 each, the cartoons, and they take 2 hours, that's not me charging myself $50 an hour. Yeah, because I'm not making $50 an hour, because like I said, you might sell 1 a week. That's $100 in what? 50 hours of painting. So it's not me saying I'm worth $50 an hour. $50 an hour at all. Yeah, selling paintings can be quite hard, especially if you're like me and you're not good at marketing or like social media and shit. Like coming from me back in my heyday, you know, we went viral and shit, but that was completely by accident. We did not like market ourselves at all. We were just being young, genuine, authentic kids, and that worked. So it's a bit harder to go viral doing art. I mean, I've been doing it for like 4 or 5 years and none of my shit's gone viral. That's could be because I'm shit at marketing, or it could be just because my artwork right now is just nothing special. And I think it is a bit of both. Right now I'm like really developing my skill and developing my craft, and I haven't found my own personal style yet. So yeah, I got to keep working on that. Oh yeah, and I forgot, George also asked me about selling prints. I really don't recommend selling prints. Well, for me, it didn't work. Me and Luke, I did it with my brother Luke because he's like good at taking photos of it and then putting it on the computer, touching it up a bit. And he bought the printer that cost like $2 grand, and the paper is really expensive. The ink is very expensive. So if I sell a print for $100, I know it would cost like maybe $30, $40 to make. And then that's $60 profit for me and Luke to split. And that's $30 for me out of that $100. And for me, that just started taking away from people buying my actual work and me keeping the whole $100. So instead of getting a $100 sale, I just get $30 sale. So yeah, it really took away from people buying genuine works, and just yeah, the profit margin was not worth it at all at the end of the day. If you can go to third-party sites to sell prints, that's something I haven't checked out yet. I'm sure it'd still kind of be the same, not much of a profit margin, but that's something I really have to look into. But me and Luke did it ourselves, and that kind of turned me off selling prints. I think you should sell prints if you can find a third party that sells quality prints, and from each sale you get like, and you can sell them for like $20 each and you get like 75% profit. I think that would be much more worth it. I'm sure there are websites that do that, but I have not looked into it. It's laziness on me. Like I said, I'm just not good at marketing myself. So all I'm good at is giving prices of what I value my own paintings at. So if you want to make some quick, decent money, I recommend spending 2 to 3 hours on a painting, but the paintings do have to be quality. I think my $100 paintings are of quality, and that's only because I've been perfecting my craft. Not perfecting, but like working on my craft for the last 5 years. At the start, when I started painting, my paintings were just trash, but at the time I thought they were decent. But looking back, they're trash. I'm surprised like they even sold. Oh, I'm doing myself from 5 years ago so fucking dog, so dirty. But rounding it up, you should sell your paintings what you think they are worth. Don't overprice them, don't underprice them. It's just what you feel comfortable with letting them go. Like I said, if you make a sale, then that's fucking great. Like I said, the fact that people are interested in spending their hard-earned money on your art should make you feel really proud. And when you get a sale, you just want to keep going. Like, it fucking motivates you. I've had like a month with no fucking sales, and it happens. It's like at some points you like, once you get that one sale, they just come out of nowhere, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 a month. And then when you're like really desperate for a sale, it just crickets, absolutely crickets for a good 2 weeks, a good month. So once you're on a roll, fuck, keep promoting, because for some reason the art gods are just like, all right, have more, here's another. But yeah, I think in my career, I've sold maybe, fuck. I think in my career, I've sold like 300 to 350 paintings, which is just unbelievable. Make sure you log them all down. You want to know how much you're selling, what you're selling for, the prices. Make sure you log down the shipping. Make sure you log down everything. Keep the receipts with the tracking number on it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope, Jordan, this answered your question. I don't know if it answered your question. I was rambling on. Like, I don't have this shit scripted. It's just what comes to my head, as you can tell. I probably stutter a lot. But yeah, I hope that helped out anyone else. And thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.